that sound? Yeah, you're going to wonder what that sound is, aren't you? Well, we're starting with the ESPN theme today, and we're going to end with the Fox one. Why is that? Because the Home Run Derby is on ESPN in about an hour from now, and the All-Star Game is tomorrow on Fox. That's why. Hi, everybody. I'm Randy Tibbins. You know who you are. Come on in, pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers and All-Star Game. This is the best, first and only video podcast by fans, for fans of your Los Angeles Dodgers and your National League All-Star team. We're going to talk about them in a few minutes as well. For July 11th, 2016, Dodgers just finished off the Padres in the series, winning 3 of 4 games. I like it. Medea struck out 13 in 7 innings. Wow. Adrian Gonzalez homered for the first time since June 11th as the Dodgers went on to the All-Star break with a 3-1 win over the Padres on Sunday. That gets the Dodgers into the break with a 3-game winning streak. And we're going to go on to the Home Run Derby and All-Star Game. But first, let's recap something here. We like to recap some of the stats during the All-Star break, so let's do it right now. Dodgers are sitting in second place, of course, 6.5 games behind San Francisco Giants. Boo! Their record sits at 51-40, better than at this time in the last couple of years, I think. Longest winning streak and longest losing streaks this year are both 6. Walk-off wins and losses are both 5. That means we had 5 wins and 5 losses walking off. Leaders, here are your leaders in all the different offensive and defensive categories. Leaders in home runs, Seager has 17, Peterson's got 13, Thompson 13, Turner 13, Grandal 12. That's the home run leaders. RBI leaders, Gonzo has 44, Turner 44, Seager 42, Grandal 37, Peterson 33. Your average leader right now is Corey Seager at 297. Gonzo's not too far behind at 291, Chase Utley 263. In pitching, the wins, of course, Clayton Kershaw 11-2, but he's on the shelf. Kenta Maeda is second with 8-6. Casimir is 7-3. Your ERA champion, of course, so far for the first half, Clayton Kershaw, 1.79. Kenta Maeda, 2.95. Not too bad. And, of course, in strikeouts, Kershaw leads with 145. Maeda has 107. Casimir has 106. That's not terrible either. That's all the leaders we're going to do right now for the Dodger offensive and pitching categories right now. Remember, this is not really the halfway mark in the season. We've already played our 91st game, so they're 10 games over the halfway mark in the season precisely. But they call this the halfway because it's the All-Star break. Okay, the All-Star Game is tomorrow, as we said, in San Diego. July 24th will be the Hall of Fame inductions in Cooperstown, New York. Let's get into the fun stuff, which for me is the All-Star Game. Before we do that, first piece of fun stuff in business I want to do is, let's hear, the other night we had some... well, we'll do that when we do the stats. How's that? Let's do that in the stats area. All right, first of all, injury and moves and stuff like that. Brett Anderson has been throwing and could be back by mid-August, as we said the last show. A bulging disc in his lower back is what the culprit is here. He first pitched off a mound last Tuesday, July 5th, for the first time since he underwent surgery in March on that bulging disc in his back. And he sounded hopeful he could start a minor league rehab assignment to join the Dodgers very soon. I believe he pitched again on Friday, so he'll need about a 4, maybe 5-game rehab starts, and then he'll probably return to the rotation. And they're saying mid-August, maybe a little before, maybe a little after, I think. Bulging discs aren't fun, but they're not that serious. Although if you had surgery on it, maybe it is serious. What do I know? All right, let's get out to some more fun stuff here. Is it me, or is anyone else pissed off that at least the National League, I haven't seen the American League uniforms, the National League All-Star uniforms are those old 1969 Padre taco uniforms with small script across the cap and all. I'm sorry, I don't like those brown and gold, whatever. The first guy to ever use that term, by the way, was Steve Garvey when he got picked up as a free agent in '82, I guess, with the Padres, or '83. He said, I don't want to wear those taco uniforms. That's when they started wearing blue and stuff like that. Anyway, and pinstripes and all that. But anyway, I don't like the way they all start. I'm not going out to buy it anyway. I hope you don't like it. I just can't stand those Padre gold and brown colors for all the All-Stars. That's ridiculous. All right. Don't forget we have our fun contest going on this week. It ends tomorrow night after the last out of the All-Star Game. Everyone watching me right now, here's what I want you to do. Send me a suggestion of where we can have our next game-watching party for Let's Talk Dodgers. We don't know the date yet, but I'll mention that too. Hopefully you know of a great sports bar or other cool place where they have Time Warner Cable. We can all watch a game together. All suggestions must be in by the final out of the All-Star game on Tuesday. And I'll look at all the entries, and I'll choose one. If yours is the one I choose, we'll have some sort of Dodger prize or memorabilia for you if and when you show up to the actual event. Try to keep all suggestions inside the L.A. County or Ventura County areas. Sorry, no Kern, no OC this time. But we'll do that another time maybe. But L.A. or Ventura County only. All right, let's get out to the ballpark for the Home Run Derby today and then the All-Star game. You ready? Oh, let's see. Do I have the stats yet? I'll do that afterwards. Okay, Home Run Derby. Here's what's going on, in case you didn't know. Round 1 is going to be thus. Mark Trumbull of Baltimore against Corey Seager of your Los Angeles Dodgers. I like it. In fact, let's get a crowd cheer for that. Thank you. Okay, that's in the first round of the Home Run Derby. Also paired up, Todd Frazier of the Chicago White Sox will go up against Carlos Gonzalez of the Colorado Rockies. Also, Robinson Cano of Seattle is going to go up against Giancarlo Stanton of Miami. And, Cano is from Seattle now. And then Duvall from Cincinnati will go up against Will Myers of San Diego. And then all those guys will pair off against whoever, and they're going to do the similar action, I guess, like last year. Last year's format, whatever that was, you'll be watching. Happens in about 45 minutes from now. It's 4:15 now. They go live at 5 o'clock down in San Diego today. The Derby will repeat several times in case you miss it, like I'm going to, because I got a rehearsal night for my jazz band. Derby's going to repeat several times overnight, late Monday night. So from midnight to 3 a.m. on ESPN, they are going to repeat it a couple of times. If you miss it then, on Thursday at noon over the MLB Network, these are Pacific times I'm giving out. Thursday at noon on MLB Network, they'll also show it. I may miss it then too. I have to watch people are going to be in the stands recording stuff. And you'll see stuff on ESPN's website. You'll see it on Major League Baseball's website. Who knows? Maybe MLB Network will replay it. I don't know. Anyway, we got some shout-outs. Where? Well, from our YouTube page, which is, by the way, Let's Talk Dodgers 13 on YouTube, we have a shout-out from a gentleman who said he likes the show. Thank you very much. Goes out to Adam A. Thank you, Adam. And also, after the All-Star break on Friday, when the Dodgers go to Arizona to start their next series, one of my best record collecting and Dodger buddies is going to be there, Roger Y. Yeah, he's coming up from Tucson to see the games at Chase Field. Way to go, Raj. Hey, man, give me a souvenir program or something, will you? Take lots of pictures. Okay. Before we get into our stats of the day and all our other fun stuff, let's play you the 3 home run game that Yasmani Grandal had on Friday night. A record setter, if there was one. Check this out.
Here's Grandal. 2-2 pitch on the way as it drive to right. Going back and looking his chin. That one is gone. So the Dodgers now scored 2 more. It's a 4-run inning, and the Dodgers lead 4-1. And Yasmani Grandal coming up. Swung on, high fly ball to deep center. Upton goes back to the track at the wall. Grandal has hit another 3-run home run, and the Dodgers lead 7-3. Grandal with 2 home runs, and the Dodgers a comfortable lead. And for Cashner, well, he's being chewed up, not by the log splitter, but by those logs called baseball bats in the Dodgers.
Yeah, great.
And the first man coming up is a man who has had an awful lot to do with the game, Yasmani Grandal, with 2 home runs and a bunt single. Fastball whack into right center field, and that one is really gone. And so, for catcher Yasmani Grandal, what a night. 3 home runs, and then just for good, a bunt single. So there are many, many ways to spread the parsley around the pitch. And Grandal knows every one.
By the way, on those 3 home runs, Vince Scully, if you were watching the game yesterday, did not broadcast yesterday's game. They had another game on national TV, and then right after that they gave him an extra day off. So a couple extra days off for the great one, Vince Scully. But he did broadcast that game on Friday. Now, that leads us to the stat of the day, and that is that As you know, Yasmani Grandal went 5 for 5 with those 3 home runs you just heard. He had 6 runs batted in for the Dodgers on Friday night. Grandal is the 10th player since 1920, which was the first year Major League Baseball started keeping track of RBIs, to go 5 for 5 or better with at least 3 home runs and 6 RBIs in a game. And, okay, that's one thing, he's the 10th player. But the only other player to have a game like that as a catcher was Victor Martinez for the Indians in 2004. He went 5 for 5, 3 home runs and 7 RBIs. And the only other Dodger to do it was Shawn Green in 2002. You remember his 4 home runs on his 6 for 6 day. He had 4 home runs, 7 RBIs. And to add icing to the cake, he's only the 3rd Dodger catcher in history to hit 3 home runs in a game. Campanella and Piazza are the other 2, and now Grandal writes his name in the record book. Way to go, Yasmani Grandal. 3 home run game for the Dodger catcher. Wow. 5 for 5. All right, let's go to this date in Dodger history in an abbreviated version of Let's Talk Dodgers. We just talked about All-Star games and stuff today. On this date in Dodger history, July 11th, Dodger first baseman Steve Garvey again shines on one of baseball's brightest stages, earning an MVP honors at the All-Star Game for the 2nd time in 4 years. He was a write-in candidate in '74, and he won the MVP that year. Well, on this date in 1978, he collected a single, triple, and 2 RBIs as he helped the National League to a 7-3 victory at Jack Murphy Stadium in San Diego. The victory is the NL's 7th in a row over the American League, and the Dodgers were represented well in that '78 All-Star Game. Tommy Lasorda was the NL manager, of course, because he'd won the NL championship in '77. And third baseman Ron Cey, second baseman Davey Lopes, outfielders Rick Monday, Reggie Smith, and pitcher Tommy John were also part of the team along with Garv. So that happened on this date, July 11th, 1978. What a coincidence. They're back in San Diego again for another All-Star game. And on this date in 1970, July 11th, former Dodger Billy Ashley was born, making him 46 today. Happy birthday, Billy. All right. Let's get you out to the ballpark. First of all, we told you about the Home Run Derby. Let's do the teams, the starting lineup for the NL, and let's just give you the NL, because the AL, we only give you the Dodger. Well, we'll give you the matchups and pitching, but let's just tell you who's starting for the National League. Batting first at second base, Ben Zobrist of the Cubs. Batting second in right field, Bryce Harper of the Nationals. Batting third, Chris Bryant of the Cubs. Batting fourth, DHing, Will Myers of the Padres. Batting fifth, catcher Buster Posey of the Giants. Batting sixth at first base, Anthony Rizzo of the Cubs. Batting seventh in center field, Marcell Ozuna of the Marlins. Batting eighth, left fielder Carlos Gonzalez of the Rockies. And batting ninth, Addison Russell of the Cubs. And your starting pitchers for the visiting American League from the White Sox, ace Chris Sale. He's 14-3 with a 3.38 ERA. And the Dodgers were going to have their guy be the starting pitcher for the National League, but Kershaw's on the shelf. So the Giants representative, Johnny Cueto, he's going to be starting for the National League pitchers. He's 13-1. Wow. 2.47 ERA. So go NL. And that's all I can say about that. When the Dodgers finish all this madness, we got Kenley Jansen, of course, Kershaw, and Corey Seager in the All-Star, representing us for the All-Star game. Kershaw is not playing. On Friday, when the Dodgers open up in Arizona, it'll be Bud Norris. He'll be scheduled to pitch the first game after the All-Star game. All right, that is going to do it. I hope you enjoyed the show. Remember to get all your votes in for where we can go in L.A. or in Ventura County for our Dodger game-watching party. Probably an away game in the next week and a half or so. I'm not sure of the date yet. But whoever gets the winning place, if you got a good sports bar, shows Time Warner Cable or something like that, we show up there, you get a Dodger memorabilia prize of some sort from me. So that'll be really cool. Anyway, that's going to do it. I'm Randy. You know who you are. Come on back on... Wait a minute. Before we do that, let's give you the place you can send your votes. Send it to letstalkdodgers@gmail.com. Or you can even send it to me, care of my Twitter page, @RandyTrumpet, or send it to Let's Talk Dodgers at Gmail, or write in Facebook, Let's Talk Dodgers on our Facebook page, or our YouTube page, Let's Talk Dodgers 13. Have you got all that? Okay. That's going to do it. We're coming back, I think, on Thursday to review the All-Star game and to set you up for the Arizona series on Friday. So come on back, pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and Let's Talk Dodgers on Thursday. Go NL, and go Corey Seager.